what do we do?
Every fucking time with this guy, man. Good morning.
Just give me a minute. Where am I? The diner.
When did you two get here?
We got here a while ago. I'm surprised to see you here early. How did you get here?
I don't remember. As you know, I haven't slept well lately. It's been really catching up with me. I've been passing out everywhere. One day I was walking along, and I just fell right down in the middle of walking. Who does that? When I woke up, everything was black and white, like a movie or something. I looked around and I saw this dude standing right in front of me. He looks at me like a weirdo, smiles, and doesn't even say anything. So I ask him, "Where am I?" And he says, "London." So I tell him, "How the hell do you know me?" And he goes, "I don't believe I owe you the pleasure, kind sir. My name is Sir Archibald Winston Darwayington." I hear his accent and I look to the side, and the cars are driving on the left side. Somehow I find myself in the goddamn UK. I look at this guy and he gets a real intense look in his eyes. And then out of nowhere, he just tackles me right to the ground and rips out some of my hair. Just rips it right out of my head. It hurt like hell, and I asked him, "Why did you do that?" And he said, "I need it for a ritual. The hair of a person tied to the city is in detrimental need of my procedure." And then he drank my hair. Just drank my hair. British people are so weird. And then after that, he started walking away from me, not even turning his back to face his victim. So I chase after him, start yelling at him, and he puts on some weird glasses. He pulls out a wand and looks down at his feet. That's when I see this girl. I thought she was dead. And then he starts mumbling these weird spells like, "To wink, to wank, to dink, to dank, I am British and this spell sure does stank." You know what? I don't really remember what he said. I don't really understand the British accent that well, but it was some weird hippy-dippy British whippy frickin' things. And then suddenly, he waves his wand and then she turns into a rose. I don't know. And then he turns to me and says, "All righty, right. You're good to go back, kind sir. It was a pleasure." And then I don't remember anything.
And then I woke up here. It happened.
London, are you on drugs?
No, Arth, I'm not on drugs.
You know, sleep deprivation actually often causes hallucinations.
That's a good point.
I'm not hallucinating. You know, both of you are interrogating me, and yet nobody's gonna address the elephant in the room.
Elephant? There's an elephant here?
What are you, fucking stupid? It's a saying, like shit for brains. You have shit for brains. That's a saying.
Wait. Shit. What else is it saying?
Bro, why are you asking? What are you doing? What does this mean?
Well, earlier, before I got here, I was dismissed from class, and So there was this American student with a backwards cap and a vest. Strange looking guy. I had a school project with him and he wanted to meet up after class, but I had homework from other classes. So he told me to bring my homework with me and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He also said that it would be a piece of cake. So he gave me what he calls a noogie and told me to meet up at the gazebo. He never told me what type of cake, so I thought I'll just use some leftover cake from last week.
Dude, you know what piece of cake actually means, right?
Well, I know what it means now, but I'm a little bit ashamed to admit that I didn't know what it meant before. That wasn't exactly the worst misunderstanding I had that day. I got to the gazebo 30 minutes before the meetup time. I was doing my homework and I saw a bird on the grass. And that was when I remembered to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
my leg here?
I'm not even fucking touching you.
No! I mean, like, you actually
Well, naturally, as I said, I'm not particularly proud of the things I have done, but I mean, then we met up here. The American finally showed up at the gazebo and we met. I couldn't get the second bird, but I didn't get the opportunity to tell him that. We walked for a while and talked for a bit. Well, he did most of the talking. I tried to introduce myself, but I didn't even have a chance to really say anything. We were just yammering about the Yankees, and he gave me more of his noogies along the way. I took him to my house, and I was telling him to wait outside. He kept insisting to come in, but I kept him out so I could get the cake for him. So I got the piece of cake from the fridge because, like he said, it was going to be a piece of cake. But the American did not approve. He said it was gonna be a piece of cake.
That's an idiom, dude. It's an expression. It means that your work is gonna be easy. What else? You think a son of a gun has pistols for parents? Like they got an AK-47 for a father and an AR-15 for a mother and they came together and made one literal son of a gun? Huh? Come on, man. What are you talking about?
I'm only doing what you said, okay? I don't understand these expressions. English is hard enough as it is, so don't make it harder for me. God! Morda ty paskudne!
I might have overreacted just a little bit, but I was sick of him pushing me all the time. He understood my idiom struggles. But that was when we both realized I fucked up. It was scary. I didn't know what to do. He was saying I was nuttier than a fruitcake, which is fucking inappropriate, but then he told me something much worse.
Let me tell you something. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. On the wrong side of the bed.
So I ran away and came here to relieve my stress and meet you guys, like we planned.
Jesus, Nick. You two are something else. You with your hallucinations and you with first-degree pigeon slaughter.
Well, what about you, Arth? What the hell is up with the briefcase? Would you finally care to explain it to us?
No.
Come on, man. Don't be embarrassed. Tell us, these stories, they're in the past.
That's the problem, alright? For me, the story isn't over.
What do you mean, man?
Okay. So... I was walking by the Esplanade, minding my own business, and there was this guy. He was just sitting on a bench. And in his lap, he had this briefcase. And he was kind of drumming on it with his fingertips. Suddenly, I heard sirens. Apparently, so did he. The guy jumped out of the bench and looked around for someone. And then that is when he spotted me. He charged over and shoved the briefcase right in my stomach. He started yelling at me, but I couldn't pay attention. I was too distracted. All I caught him saying was,
Hold on to this! Keep it safe! And whatever you do not open this briefcase!
and that was it. The sirens continued and he ran off. Now I found myself in quite a predicament. I had to be dealing with a criminal here, a fugitive, a gangster. He probably had guns, lots and lots of guns, and all I had was his briefcase. What the hell was I to do? Disobey him? And get whacked? Fuck that. So I held on to it. I locked myself in my dorm, safely isolated with my briefcase. Then I started thinking, was I actually implicated in a crime? What do I do now? Tell the cops? Hide it? Get rid of it? But I found out I couldn't do any of that. I had to admit, I was fascinated. The briefcase was so mysterious and smooth. What was in there? A severed hand? A gun? Maybe a severed hand holding a gun. It's not like I was gonna open it. I wasn't even sure I wanted to know what was in there. I was too nervous to find out. There was too much certainty inside. The intrigue was enough. The mystery. I was also too obsessed with the thing by that point. Terrified, but obsessed. But that's when something else happened.
Standing on the corner, suitcase in my hand.
My roommate came back to the dorm with this girl, one of his friends. He had to leave for a few minutes, so I started chatting with her.
I'm in a rock and roll band.
Now, I gotta be honest, I think I kinda liked her. Actually, I really liked her. I liked her almost as much as my briefcase. Not as much as the briefcase, almost. Things were going really well, but in the end, it just didn't work out. You know why? Because she kept looking at the briefcase, just staring right fucking at it. And at one point, she even tried to open it. Luckily, I stopped her, but I can't believe it. She wanted my briefcase. I knew I had to meet you guys over here, but I couldn't leave the briefcase with her, with the girl. Who knows what she was gonna do with it? So I took it with me. And now I'm here.
And you haven't opened it?
No. And I'm not going to.
Come on, Arth. Open it. Aren't you just a little bit curious?
Curiosity killed the cat. No. Nick, no.
What is it?
It's nothing, really. All there is this Blu-ray and there's this.
It's a blank photo. Must not have come out. 4/16/24. It's today's date. I recognize this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me as well.
You do?
How? The
It's
gangster
the
was
American,
wearing that.
the
The
American.
gangster
The
was wearing
American.
that.
The-
The gangster.
guys, they were
Yeah.
wearing
The
that?
fucking American.
The gangster,
It
he
was
gave.
like a pin. It was like a pin.
Yeah, it
What
was,
is it?
it was a pin, right?
It was a pin,
Yes,
like it was on their
yeah,
chest.
he
It
was
was like this
wearing a
little
pin.
emblem, right?
The guy-
Fucking American.
The guy that handed me this briefcase, he was wearing that pin that day.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Maybe they're all in like a group or something like that. Like maybe they hang out. I don't know what that is. It's weird, right? Strange.
Holy shit. These guys, they're mafia. They're with the gangster I met. They have to be. This must be their emblem. They all wore one. The briefcase, the emblem, the photo, it's all connected.
Arth, come on. You're being paranoid. What the hell is that?
This is a hit. Somebody ordered a hit. This is the execution date, all right? It could be one of us. It could be all of us. One of us is getting whacked. I knew it.
Whacked? Why would one of us get whacked?
Think about it. Our encounters. Nick, you pissed off the American with that little pigeon stunt of yours. London, you saw the wizard perform a sacrifice. You could be next. And maybe the gangster was trying to whack me, but didn't know it yet because he never got to look inside the briefcase. I don't know how widespread these guys are, or maybe he was just some mafia middleman handing the photo off to a real hitman. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
So you believe my story now?
Fuck off.
Come on, Arth, you watch too many movies, man.
Hey, London, hear him out for a sec, okay?
Don't tell me you believe this.
Big talk from the wanking wizard, man.
Number one, he was not wanking. He was very respectable, okay? Dressed head to toe, this guy, all right? With the orange pin right here. Then he tackles me, he blows me to the ground. Okay? I swear to God, this guy tackled me. He had it right here.
Death is coming for us all. Death is coming for us all, guys. Listen.
He tackled me. The fucking American, right? He grabbed me by the neck. He pulled out my hair. He had it right here. This was guys. Come on. Let's not lose our heads here. This is absolutely absurd. I mean, whacked? Come on. First of all, the mafia is not fucking British. It's Italian, okay? But who knows? Maybe they are mafia. Or a gang. Or maybe they're just an eccentric book club. Or an experimental music group. I don't know. But neither do you two. This photo proves nothing. What, just because we share a connection to 3 guys who have the same pin, we're all gonna get whacked?
It's possible.
You're right. It's possible. Anything's possible. You know what? Let's just say that one of us is on here. One of us is getting whacked. Let's pretend for a second that Art's wild imagination is onto something. Even if that was the case, would you really want to know? What could we do with just a blank photograph of a theory? Stop the inevitable? Because hit or not, I could walk outside that door right now and get hit by a car that is not on the left side of the road and die. Or maybe I'll walk outside and the wizard will be waiting in the bushes with a shotgun ready to shoot me. But would I want to know? And let the paranoia kill me first? I mean, would you two want to know? Would you?
Pretty as a picture. Has anyone ever told you before? You're the image of an angel from above, and you were just meant for me to adore. You're the model of perfection. The others are only copies of you. Can't you see the only thing that worries me? I wonder if you're too good to be true.